Good morning. I'd like to talk to you about why I do not wear earbuds. Everyone's running around with these earbuds in their ears, and I do not use them. There are a few reasons for this. One is because I want to have awareness of my situational conditions, things that are happening in the environment around me. There is a tendency to shut down, to become totally self-focused when you're using a phone too extensively or earbuds. And you can see how this damages social interaction. People just look at you with blank looks and there's no social intercourse. There's really been a horrible drop-off in just talking to people, just conversing, wishing hello to people. I still try to do this at the health club when people are walking past with the earbuds or headphones. I still say hello about 60% of the time, 70% of the time. There's no response because their music is on so high that they don't hear me. But it is surprising the number of people that actually respond because their music is low enough that they can still hear things. So you can still develop friendships even though somebody is wearing these buds. One of the reasons I don't wear them is because to me, in order to overcome the ambient noise outside, you have to really jack up the sound level often. And if you want to think about this, God made our eardrums so sensitive. This is perhaps the most disdained organ of our senses. We really do mistreat our ears quite a bit. And the loud noises and the constant noises that we subject them to, our ears take a pounding eventually. And that is why we have a generation of people that is going deaf at a younger age now. Hearing loss is rampant. I do not care to take a device that is the equivalent of a sonic jackhammer and pound my eardrums incessantly. No, thank you. I am not going to do that. I'm going to look for every opportunity to protect my cilia, the hairs in the ear, and the eardrum as long as I can. And that is why I've even gone to concerts with the foam earplugs and head muffs just to prevent hearing damage. The other day, though, the Lord protects us. He watches out for us, but He also wants us to use our senses sensibly, right? So I'm out for a walk, and typically on Saturdays, I'll take a long walk as kind of a lower level workout. And as I was coming along a wooded area, I saw a vehicle approaching a stop sign, and as it was, the vehicle did not see me because of the foliage, and it was supposed to come and stop. That's what these octagonal signs are. There's supposed to be a stop sign. Well, as is the case often today, this individual figured there was no one around, and they were just going to roll right through. You get a sense for this. At least you get a sense for it if you don't have buds in your ears and if you're not distracted. So I could see the whole thing unfolding. So I thought I'd give a warning to the driver, a friendly little reminder. So as I was coming just up to where the crosswalk began, and I should have been fully in my right to continue walking because they were supposed to stop, I sensed that this car was not stopping. So I walked as though I was going to step out, and the driver had to hit the brakes and stop suddenly, of course, well beyond the stop sign and encroaching into the crosswalk. And I didn't scream, I didn't rant, I just looked real seriously at this driver, and the lady's like laughing. Yeah, sometimes that's a nervous laughter, like, oh, surprise. But I suggest that you limit the use of devices so that you're distracted, because the Lord made us to enjoy the world he has made. And by the way, this counters so much of the electronic stimulation, which can lead to depression and anxiety from looking at all the trouble in the world. So I would suggest unplug a bit, stop shoving all this in your head, start listening to the birds, start listening to the wind, start to get back to nature that the Lord has made. It is good, and it is good for our spirit. And you won't get run over. Blessings.